A biggest question. Australia is switching off or switching on student visas. This clip will tell you recent changes are facilitating students they are reluctant to invite further students within Australia. I am going to tell you these important change, and this important change will decide that which student will get a student visa from Asian countries and which student will be refused. Therefore, it's very important for upcoming migrants for Australia. I will let you tell. Australian Migration Department actually thinking to decrease number of the students. So therefore, from time to time, they are making such changes that only those students get visa or get success, or they are able to study in Australian universities or colleges which have enough financial status and also their academic and their genuine status, and they are genuine students. They actually want student study and they never work in Australia, and they don't work in Australia and they go back to their home country. As currently 80 to 90% students who are, and in the past 10 to 20 years 80 to 90% students who are moving to Australia, those are willing and were willing to stay and work, and their primary objective to study is to settle. And that's why they were selling their properties, they were selling their businesses, and mostly the students, they are middle people, mean they are not much wealthy people in their own countries, and they were using student visas for their financial benefits. Now Australian Home Department playing another trick, and this trick is going to become very important. The trick is that now Australia says at least if you are willing to study within Australia, you need to show 17,000 Australian dollars in your bank account. Not enough. Not enough. More requirement. They are actually not telling you to keep 70,000 Australian dollars only. They are telling that you need to provide enough evidence of the source of earning. Definitely students are not earning, and students are attaching statement of the father or any good sponsor in the family. Therefore, that sponsor will prove how this money come. Without evidence or without source of information, that money will be not counted. What was earlier going on? Australian department was only watching money, and they only want $1,000, whatever you are earning, from where you are bringing. They were not much checking, but now 90% they will check source of the funding. Therefore, they clearly telling, and now I am also telling you, now in their laws, now currently they improved that if anyone is not enough verified evidence of statement, mean selling gold is not evidence, selling property is the evidence, job is evidence, business is evidence, and that should be within 1 year at least. You need to satisfy that you was earning and you were submitting. Normally immigration department know what was actually going on. Any student want to study in Australia, consultant say you must take loan from your cousin, from your uncle, and they were not proving their evidences within embassies, but embassies were entertaining and they were thinking no problem, they are submitting fee, it's okay. But now Australia knows that the person who is not providing source of income, it mean he is taking that money from someone, he is arranging money, he is not genuine, his family is not able to sponsor him, he is only trying to enter Australia, and according to Australian immigration thinking, in my opinion, they are judging, they are assessing that student, that such student who has no source of funding of his father, of his own statement, of his uncle's statement, he will definitely come back because financially he is deprived. You will be thinking that how he is deprived, he is showing $70,000. I will tell you what are the requirements, why this huge amount I am telling. $30,000 1 year living expenses within Australia, 2,000 almost insurance, and 2,000 traveling charge, and 30 to 35,000 is the fee for annual charges or annual statement. 1 year expenses you need to show to Australian embassy, then they will entertain you at least 1 year entertainment, 1 year financial requirements you need to show, otherwise they will not be accepted. Most important point, which is more important, that if you will, which I am telling, mean that if you have job, you have business, if you have some source of income, you need to verify. You need to verify by absolute documents, and also they will verify. Verification now almost Australian Immigration Department and other immigration department, but I am speaking in reference to Australian Immigration Department. I am telling you, please don't deposit any document, don't deposit any paper which is not verified. I am warning you, because this will spoil your case. You will be in critical state, because you will not be able to apply once again. Because now these immigration departments are putting bans on students if you will deposit, because now they are aware. Canadian Immigration Department clearly told that some countries are making fake documents. Now they are very cautious, and that's why now they are telling that proof of the funds are required. So I will say they are switching off or switching on. What is the answer? They are switching on student visas, they are switching on international education for genuine people who have their own money and they can sponsor, and they will study and they will move back to their home country. But they will not sponsor, they will not switching off for those people who are not able to sponsor themselves, or who are thinking that they are lending money from someone and they are thinking to settle in Australia. Of course, after study, the work permit extension will give the evidence, or you will stay or not. Of course, after completion of your degree, you have option. But at assessment of your student visa application, now Australia wants 100% confirmation that you will come back. Not Australia, many other countries. I will keep updating you. Keep watching my channel for immigration news by Irfan. Thank you.